following protocol, introduce Comrade Zwingli Swadosi, Second Deputy President of COSATU, seated on my right hand, and Comrade Joyce Morengaroba, second from the extreme right. She's sitting next to Comrade George James, COSATU First Deputy President, COSATU President. Somebody pressed the button and I was shut up. Comrade Solima Baida, SACP Second Deputy Secretary. Comrade Becky Njali, who will present the statement on behalf of the SACP and the ANC. On behalf of COSATU and the SACP. Thank you very much for that correction. And Comrade Tula's blessing. So without wasting further time, let me invite Comrade Becky to present the statement.
Thank you, Comrade Alex, and good morning. This is a joint SACP and COSATU statement on the no-fee increment in the public colleges and university for 2017 and the violence in our institution of learning. The South African Communist Party, SACP, and the Congress of South African Trade Unions, COSATU, have been meeting since Tuesday, the 20th September, in a bilateral strategic session to assess the challenges and opportunities and analyze the threats facing the national democratic revolution. The objective of this meeting of the socialist axis of the Tripartite Alliance is to develop a shared perspective on the way forward, including the immediate task. The meeting is still in session and is scheduled to conclude this afternoon. Once this has happened, the SACP and COSATU will jointly and comprehensively communicate all the outcome of the meeting. Both organizations could, however, not remain behind closed doors while the situation that needs urgent attention was developing a few meters away at the University of Witwatersrand, with a potential to cause serious problems, not only at VETS, but in other institutions of learning. The bilateral meeting therefore decided to convene this press conference as a matter of urgency to communicate our organization position in no uncertain terms with regard to the issues of no-fee increase for 2017, the need to accelerate our country's progressive rollout of free post-school education, and address the violent forms of mobilization violating the constitutional right of other students. The SACP and COSATU are fully in support of the student struggle, which is in fact a working class struggle for the realization of accelerated progressive rollout of free post-school education for students from working class and the poor household, including the lower strata of the middle class, who cannot afford to pay. The SACP and COSATU both believe that the announcement made by the Department of Higher Education and Training on Monday, the 19th September, that all students in public colleges and universities qualifying for the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, as well as the students falling in the category of the so-called missing link, will all experience a no-fee increase in 2017 is progressive. The government's intervention represents a milestone, while the Higher Education and Training Commission, also known as the Fees Commission established by the President, conduct its work. The Commission must develop measures to accelerate progressive rollout of free education for those who cannot afford. This is firmly in line with the Freedom Charter, the country's constitution, and the Bulgaarian resolution of the African National Congress, the ANC, on this matter. Education is and must be seen to be a societal priority. The private sector is disproportionately benefiting from education and training, and is the sole consumer on a private basis of the wealth produced by the workforce minus the cost of production, yet its contribution is almost invisible. The SACP and COSATU are urging students to redirect their mobilization to the doorsteps of capital, which is where the problem emanates, rather than fight against the government that is trying its level best to expand access to post-school education, as evidenced by the massive progress our country has achieved since 1994, and more so after 2009. Both organizations are pledging their joint support to the mobilization directed at the exploiters of our education, training, and labor power. In this regard, the SACP and COSATU will fight side by side with the student. We've been consulting with the student on a national day of action. COSATU and the SACP have confidence that the leadership of the South African Union of Students, a body representing University Student Representative Council, or the SRCs, has adopted a progressive position in this matter. On the 14th of October, we'll support and march together with the student, the Chambers of Mines and other centers of private capital to call on them to make a meaningful contribution from the wealth produced by the workers but appropriated by the great bosses. The SACP and COSATU are calling for a progressive or graduated tax on the rich and the wealthy to finance education as an apex priority. We are calling on the state to move forward and introduce this direly needed tax reform. COSATU and the SACP are calling on students who want to exercise their right to protest as enshrined in our Constitution to do so peacefully, observe the rule of law, and respect the right of other students. The SACP and COSATU condemn in the strongest term possible the violence conducted by a few disruptors who found their way among students at West University. We are not only concerned about the public property, but the human rights of other students who are being forced to abandon their studies. South Africa is a country governed by the rule of law. No person has the right to advance their demands by means of violating the rights of others, as enshrined in our country's constitution. A legitimate state that seeks to represent its democratic integrity has a responsibility and will undoubtedly exercise its function as a strategic discipline to protect the right of all of its citizens, including the students.